In bag B1, we have the BL and BR assembly graphics. Put that to the side. You have 8 unit BL foundation papers, and we'll put that to the side. You have 2 strips of fabric B1 cut at 7 3/4 inches, and we'll use the unit BL background template layout sheet to cut those. You'll have 2 B2 fabrics strips cut at 10 inches each, and you'll have the units BL and BR accent spikes template layout sheets, and we'll be cutting the spikes for both the BL and BR units. So part of these spikes will stay with bag B1 and part will go to bag B2. And finally, you have 1 strip of B3 fabric cut 3 1/4 inches wide and your T-template B. And now we'll cut the fabric for bag B1. We start with fabric B1, and we have 2 strips that are cut 7 3/4 inches wide. We open up the strips and we stack them with right sides up. So we have 2. We're going to take the unit BL background template layout sheet, and we're going to cut 4 of these individual sheets on top of this stack. So we'll end up with 8 pieces of fabric. And we do that. First we place the template layout sheet like this, and take our ruler and rotary cutter and cut one side, and I'm going to move over here and trim off this edge. Then we take this template and we rotate it this way and cut 2 more pieces. And we'll take this stack of 2 and place it on top of this stack of 2. So we're halfway there. Let's move these off to the side. Move our strips down. Check that they're stacked properly. We're going to place the template here again. Line up the cut edge and cut another one, another set. Flip the template and cut our final set. And then this is scrap. Take these 2, stack them the same way. Now we have 2 stacks of 4. Bring in the other 4 and stack these together. Now you have 8 pieces of fabric stacked together, and we place the template layout sheet on top of it, and let's turn it around this way, and these are all right sides up. We're going to take paper clips and clip each template or each section between the cut lines. This says cut line 1 and this is cut line 2. So we place the paper clips between the cut lines because we're going to cut these apart with the paper clips in place. And this one has 4 templates on this template layout sheet. There's a little extra fabric here and on the edge. Don't worry about that. You can leave it on. If it bugs you, you can cut it off. So now we take our ruler and we're looking for cut line 1. Now let's take cut line 1, place our ruler, and then trim it. And move this section is already clipped together. Let's move it off to the side. Go to cut line 2, trim, move it off, and finally cut line 3 and trim. Now for now we're going to place these, stack these with the low section number. There's a section number on each one on the bottom. So this is section 1, this is section 3, and we're going to put that on top. This is section 5, and put that on top, and section 7. And we're going to save these off to the side till later. We're going to stack them with the other sections. For fabric B2, that fabric is the accent spikes, and we're going to be cutting the spikes for both the unit BL and BR from this fabric. And you should have 2 strips cut 10 inches wide, and stack the strips right sides up, and we're going to use units BL and BR accent spikes template layout sheet. We'll use these. This template layout sheet has the spikes for both unit BL and BR. So what I've done here, I've cut 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles the size of this template. I've already cut them off of the 2 strips that are stacked. Now we're going to stack these 8 pieces in one stack. And then place the template layout sheet on top. And again, you're going to have extra on the tops or bottoms. Take your paper clip and clip between the cut lines. So there are going to be 3 up here and 3 down here. There are 3 spikes in each of the units. Flip this around, and let's pin these. Flatten this out, straighten this paper up a little bit. Kind of shifts while you're putting these clips on sometimes. Okay, that's nice and flat. Now we're going to look for cut line 1, and it's right here. So let's cut them apart on cut line 1. Then we see cut line 2. It's hard to distinguish these sometimes. These are such narrow pieces. So be sure you look at the cut line. This is cut line 3. Didn't get all that. Cut line 4. And cut line 5. Now we're going to separate these into BL and BR spikes. These are the BLs, so they're going to go with the stack we just cut, and the BR spikes can go into bag B2. Now we're going to stack these, the background and the accent fabrics, for piecing. And how we stack these, this is unit BL, and we're going to use these fabrics to piece this unit BL. We look at the numbers, the section numbers, and they go from 1 to 7, and section 7 is a background fabric. So that should be at the top of our stack. So we're going to take section 7, and we're going to turn it so the sew side, it says sew side on the template, is facing away from us. The next is section 6. Now all of these spikes are the same. They don't have different section numbers, but we know that section 6 is a B spike because it tells us so. And we look for the sew side, and we face that away from us as well. Then we keep going. Here's section 5. They're going to alternate from background fabric to spike fabric. So here is our next spike, and then we have section 3 and our last spike and section 1. Section 1 does not have a sew side, so we just put that on top. Once I have all of the pieces stacked for this unit, I take the pieces that are stacked in order, and I take all of my foundation sheets and I wrap them up inside the foundation sheet. And this came from bag B1, and I put the assembly graphics paper back into bag B1, and now I'm going to place the BL units and papers and fabric back into bag BL.